So, oh God, I don't know if this is old news or new news. I presume it's new news as it was only on the radio today. So it's a current topic and I felt compelled to do this, a little video. This morning, on the way to taking the kids into school, I was listening to LBC. It's been probably made like worldwide news. There's a big hoo-ha about a little black boy, a little black model who is modelling a t-shirt, a sweater of some type. Actually, I'll show it to you. It's a sweater from H&M. He's wearing this jumper, Coolest Monkey in the Jungle. Now, there's been a lot of hoo-ha about this, and I just wanted to say some things, really. I'm not saying, I'm just giving you my opinion on the matter. I'm not, saying what I'm saying is, definitely right or wrong. It is just an opinion. But my daughter, Saya, has done modelling. She's 8, and she's done modelling, I think, since the age of 2 for many big brands, for Next, for Primark, for Tesco's, Burberry, Mothercare, quite a few brands. You can just see her here in the background. So I'm just going to talk about my experience that I've had with her and taking her to photo shoots and stuff. When I take her to like a typical kind of photo session that's shot sometimes on location or in a studio. Okay, let's just take, for example, that this photo shoot is in a studio. We go along and there'll be a small team of people there. There will be the photographer, there'll be the stylist, there'll be hair and makeup. There might be a runaround, and then there might be someone else there that is overseeing, project managing the whole thing, the boss. And when she goes to these photo shoots, there's often a rail, big rail that will have, it might have a big line of shoes underneath and all clothing hanging on the rail, just ready for the stylist to grab an outfit and put it on the child. Sometimes the outfits that are put on the children are pre-planned. They have an idea in their minds of what each child is going to wear, because they've obviously, when they've hunted down their models, they can see what they look like. Some certain colours might suit some certain skin tones, but this is not a rigid thing. Sometimes if the child is too tall or too short, then they might switch the clothing up. What they're going to put on one child, they might change their mind last minute and put it on Saya, and vice versa. This boy that is wearing this t-shirt that says Coolest Monkey in Town, it could have been put on any child, to be honest. And I don't think it's an intentional thing. I don't know why. I don't think any one individual that works for Henny's would be that malicious or vindictive to do such a thing. I cannot visualize in any way where, a group of adults would come together and have a meeting and think up just the whole idea is just ludicrous. People are saying that this is some kind of marketing ploy, or it's been done intentionally. Do not share the posts on Facebook regarding this matter, as it's giving H&M publicity and it's bad publicity. It seems very far-fetched. I think what has happened is that the child has just been given the jumper to wear. It could have gone on a white child. It just so happens that, it was put on a black child, and people are getting on their high horses about this, and we just need to rein it in a bit. I don't think it's a big deal. It's a mistake that, maybe it was a bit of a careless mistake, but we are all human beings at the end of the day, and some things get overseen. I'm sure this child has a mother, and if the mother okayed it or didn't notice that her own child was rocking a jumper with this kind of, what do you call it? Not logo, what do you call it? Basically what I'm saying is, if the mother didn't mind or didn't care. She obviously didn't, or it wouldn't have been published, or the sweater would have been swapped over for another one immediately. If the mother didn't mind, then, you know, what is the fuss about? If it said coolest crocodile in the jungle, coolest snake in the jungle, it wouldn't have been an issue. In fact, within this range, earlier on I saw that this jumper comes in exactly the same style, exactly the same hoodie, but it comes in one with, I think it's got flowers on one, or a plain one, and then obviously this one, and then one with giraffes and all other animals all over it. So talking about the one that has the one with the giraffe and the tiger's head on it, I can't remember what the animals were. But let's say, for instance, that you know, there was a giraffe and there was a monkey one on it, and it was like mixed up with different animals all over. And this little black boy wore the sweater. I mean, would that be an issue because there was a little monkey on it somewhere? I don't think it would have been. I can understand why a lot of people would be offended by it, but I don't think it was intentional. And I think if anyone is at fault, it's the stylist. And I don't think the stylist even works for H&M. When Saya does a lot of her Marks and Spencer's photo shoots, the studios that we go to, basically nobody in that studio works for Marks and Spencer's. Basically, Marks and Spencer's recruit like a stylist and a photographer, but they don't. They are freelance. They are freelance stylists and they're freelance photographers, and they don't necessarily work for Marks and Spencer's. So we can't really blame Henny's for this if, you know, the stylist is not an employee of Henny's. The stylist might be freelance. That is just my point of view on the matter.
Hello.
So people are now saying that they're not going to shop in H&M anymore. I certainly will be shopping in H&M still. I love their clothing. It's quite affordable clothing, stylish clothing, and you know, I'll continue to shop there because I think it's a completely over-the-top reaction to say, well, I'm not shopping there anymore. Yeah, leave me a comment about your thoughts on this, whether you agree with what I'm saying, because I know that the majority of black people have been up in arms, probably as well as some white people. Leave me a comment in the comments box below if you agree with me. Anyway, till next time, I love you. Bye.
To sort out her love life.